out there?
Good evening, Mr. Moose.
How's everybody doing, or how are you doing there, Screwdriver?
Oh, I'm doing good, just waiting for warmer weather. How's everything going up your way?
It's going. I gotta head down to Lewiston tomorrow to get some work down there out of the office, because there's no one up here in my area to help train me, so I gotta go down there and work down Lewiston.
And for get some training in the dirty loo. Be careful, there was another shooting down there today. Well, there wasn't any shootings while ice was around, but we'll leave that for another discussion.
Ice only goes through illegal, so I don't know why people can't get the concept of that.
Yeah, people are a little slow.
I just want to make sure I'm back enough to go there.
Yeah, you should be getting hazard pay at least.
Yeah, you're telling me. Jeez.
I'm too scared to go. I'm staying home. You're going to pay me.
Better than sitting in the office all day. The last couple of times I haven't had my dad, you had to sit in the office for 8 hours. God, that sucks so bad.
Yeah, that makes for a long day for sure. Did you get hit hard with any of these last storms, or did you miss a lot of it?
I think we got a total of like 5 inches maybe, with everything combined.
Nice, gotta love that. Yeah, it sounded like it was more of a southern storm. I didn't even get that much here. I didn't follow any of these last 3, so, you know, like what was supposedly the storm again, you know, on the 2 little ones, I haven't touched them, and I'm not going to survive. There's some snow in my yard, but my car can still plow out.
Oh yeah, it was all powder. We went out there and plowed the first one. We got maybe what, 5 inches of loss, and then we got another 2 inches on top of that. So it's like, yeah, it's real easy to clean up. The wind blew most of it.
Yeah, that first one I had probably about 5 inches, but then the sun came out and it kind of crusted it up and packed it down to about 3 where the sun hit. Where the sun didn't hit, well, that was a different story. But yeah, I thought I was doing pretty good.
How's your antenna hold up in the wind?
So far, it's still up. So I'm gonna take that as a good time. Yours?
I still have my lower down after that last stick, so man, I never bought because there's no sense to bring it up. So eventually, I'm gonna have to take it all down so I can put it vertical.
Roger. Yeah, well, I take the time to put it up. I mean, I'm sure it's still kicking ass where it is for some DX, but yes, get it up vertical this summer and let it rip.
Well, I saw that Ampere out there in the video. That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I've had that thing for a long time. I don't even know where the hell I got it, but it's gone from vehicle to vehicle, and I finally said I'm going to throw it in the car.
You have that in the car?
Yeah, that's what I'm running in the car now. It's in the trunk of that.
That big man that we over the other day?
Oh, that one. No, that one's sitting right here. I thought we were talking about the 10 pillars in my car. Yeah, no, that old Henry's sitting right here. I might play with that a little bit more tonight. I haven't quite decided yet.
What's your max output on that thing?
I mean, people will claim like 1,500 to 2,000 peak, you know, I mean, I should be able to do about a 500 watt carrier. It's not any more than what I'm doing now, but in my first test, I could get about a 300 watt dead key out of it and swing it up to like 7. So I gotta go through and check it all out now. I was just anxious to hook it up and see if it blew up, and it did. So, yeah, now I'll start going through it and taking it a little more seriously.
I was driving me nuts. You hear that hand clicker there, and that thing, you kept hearing the click. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in there? And I saw, oh, that's what he's doing. The keyer.
Yeah, I got to make a little box of them things. I got 2 of them, and yeah, they work really good to sequence your amps keying up in your radio. That way, you know, you're not hotkeying your amp, which obviously most amps hotkey anyway. But you know, I mean, this thing, I'm like, no, you need a foot pedal or whatever to key it up, and I'm like, fuck that. You know, I'm too lazy for a foot pedal, so I got to make something. Whatever I key up my radio with, better key up the amp too.
Something a little bit quieter. I kept hearing that. It sounded like you're playing video games in the background.
Yes, I would have to say that is one thing. That amp definitely has a loud blower in it.
It wasn't a blower that was bad. We couldn't even hear that with the microphone, but you kept hearing the clicking of the controller in your hand.
Yeah, if I ever get my million wires off my desk, that thing should be in a box and underneath the desk or whatever. And you probably wouldn't hear it, but I kind of, I don't know. There's something about it going click, 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 click that I kind of actually like listening to it.
I thought it was like, damn, something's bad. It's backfeeding or something. I'm like, wait a second. The amp is right before he talks and right after he talks. Oh, that's his damn hand thing he has.
Yeah, I was surprised the relay in the amp isn't as loud as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a big clunk, and I was like, oh man, it's not a big clunk, it's just a little click.
Oh, we're back. Here's where we spoke before we had the Sidebanders.
Roger.
What's going on?
Not too much.
Hey, a little bit off frequency.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
There you go. Motor Maniac in there?
Yeah, in the mobile.
Oh, 10-4. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Are you heading home there, Maniac?
What's that?
I said, what are you heading home?
Yeah.
Maniac must have went out to get some bush lattes.
Yeah, I probably went out and get something to eat.
Yeah, but you gotta wash it down with something.
That's true, right? Yeah. How's the sound go your way?
It passes the straight face test. How about me?
Well, sounds good.
Howdy, TV 505 Maine, made it.
We copy it, TB505. We're going to get started here in about 2 minutes.
Appreciate it.
This many.
I just wasn't sure which mic sounded better, this one or the other one I was on a few minutes ago.
The one you're on sounds good.
M4 there, DB505.
TB505, he's the mayor of Canton.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. Test. 1, 2, testing 1, 2, 3.
Shaking babies and kissing hands.
2, 3. Holy but Jesus, there's something wrong with me.
Testies.
Exactly.
How you doing there, Screwdriver? I seen that nice looking outfit you had.
Doing pretty good. Just enjoying all this beautiful weather, and yeah, I can't wait to get that thing up and going like it should be. But it'll be a little toy, you know, nothing I'll probably use very often, but it'll be there.
Yeah, that 220 volt stuff, that's some power right there. Remember, kids, electricity will kill you.
No line is safe to touch, ever.
I bet that's big tubes in it.
It's got one. It's actually not as, the physical size is not as big as you would think it is. I was actually pretty surprised at the size that it was. Yeah, that's what she said.
All right, well, I guess we should get Maine Sidebanders start here. The clock on the wall says it's 8:01.
Oh, that little thing does the job it does. Oh.
Get it on.
All right, welcome to Maine Sidebanders. We meet every Thursday, 8 o'clock. Real quick, we got a few listeners online, and remember, if you're listening online, we will acknowledge you on air. We got UDX43, Mud Buckets listening on YouTube. We got the Dirty Diaper down in South Carolina, DD21. He's listening on YouTube. Who else we got? We got another guy here. I don't know what his handle is, but Charles listening on Facebook, and Wrenchman, he's listening. And we got Hatchet Jack in Cincinnati. Oh, Charles just said he's in Arkansas. So I probably said that wrong. Arkansas. I said Arkansas. Anyways, so we'll get started here with roll call. And I guess real quick, since I heard him in there, let's see if he's in there. What about Somerset County? How about Somerset County for Maine Sidebanders? We got anyone in there?
You got the Moose is on the loose.
Okay, Moose, we got a good copy on you, and an F4 coming in from Fairfield. I guess while you're in there, Moose, you want to see if you got any stations out your way that might be like to get in, that might be hearing you better than me?
I will try. Anybody north of Somerset County or in Somerset County want to check in for Maine Sidebanders? Does anybody want to check in north of Somerset County? All I'm hearing is crickets.
Well, that's all right. You're probably the farthest north station, so I figure, you kind of extend our reach a little bit there. So thank you. All right, we got Moose in Somerset County coming in an S4. And with that, why don't we'll jump around a little bit here. Why don't we grab York County? How about any of the stations in York County? We'll go down to the extreme south. What about York County for Maine Sidebanders?
Yeah, Risky Whiskey checking in.
Risky Whiskey, how you doing this evening, sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
Very good. We got you in S5 there. Good to hear from you tonight. How's things been going down in Hollis?
Oh, they're going all right, man. They're going all right. Just looking forward to spring down here.
I know. We didn't really even get clobbered with that storm like they did the people to the south of us. All right, very good. We got anyone else in York County? Anyone else in York County for Maine Sidebanders? I'm not hearing anybody. I'm going to move the beam down that way real quick and try it. But while we're waiting for the beam to go around, how about state of New Hampshire? We got any stations for state of New Hampshire? All right, now we're on the beam. We'll just try the beam real quick. State of New Hampshire or York County for Maine Sidebanders? All right, not hearing anyone. We'll move on. What about Oxford or Franklin County? How about Oxford or Franklin County? Oh, I'm not on the right antenna.
Oh, 505 Maine here.
All right, we got TB505. I realized I was on the beam pointing the wrong way for you guys. Back on the Omni. TB505 in Canton, Maine. Go ahead. One more time. I'll give you an S meter reading.
1098. Test.
We got you an S4. S4. And Charles on Facebook says he goes by 721 on single sideband, channel 37. So those of you guys that might be listening, for us here that are local on the radio, it's a good opportunity for everyone. If you look at a map of the state, I'd say that we do a pretty good job at least covering about half the state. We do have some stations that are farther north, but topography and distances get a little tricky. But we do a pretty good job here, and everyone kind of gets to hear who they can communicate with and test their radios out. So, who else we got for Franklin or Oxford County on Maine Sidebanders?
513, say hello.
513, you get Most Improved Audio Award this week compared to last week. What do you say to that?
You guys doubled.
Okay. 513, you get the most improved audio award from last week. What do you have to say to that there, sir?
Yeah, the radio doing a lot better, but the operator's under the weather now.
The operator's under the weather. Now last week, that wasn't because you had too many Pabst Blue Ribbons. Was that what was causing the issue last week?
Oh, no, that wasn't the problem, I'm afraid. It was something more serious.
Okay. Well, you got a good loud audio. I got you in an S7, sir. It's good to hear from you. And I heard of the country over there real quick. We'll give him an opportunity over in Saginaw County. Clearwater, you want to say hi to your friend over there in Sumner?
Yes, hello, my friend. How are you doing?
Oh, not much better than it was a while ago.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Yep, we might not stick around too long, but at least we got a name in there.
Roger on that. Thank you.
No problem, Clearwater. Yeah, I hope you feel better there, 513. It's I know a lot of people at work are sick right now, and my turn in the barrel was a couple weeks ago, so, yep. All right. We kind of got sidetracked there, but we'll do another call for Oxford or Franklin County. Any stations in Oxford or Franklin County? Is that all you want to say, Fix It?
Yep.
All right, Fix It. Coming in at S5. Not much to say tonight. Anyone else out there in Oxford or Franklin County? No one else. And I'll remind you guys, if you are listening online, if you tell me your handle and location or a message, I will read it on the air. So just letting you guys know they're listening. All right, we're gonna move on. Let's do Lincoln County. What about Lincoln County? How about Lincoln County for Maine Sidebanders?
410. I got a real high noise level, so.
Oh no. Well, I was gonna see if that Mr. Paranoid was out there in Lincoln County. 167 Renegade. Good evening. Coming in from North J. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. I got all kinds of noise up here, so it's a little hot here again tonight, but I can hear you a little bit.
Boy, I'm surprised. I got nice and quiet here tonight, and no skip, nothing. It's just a nice low noise floor, so that's too bad on the noise.
Down loud and proud, Renegade. CB505, what's the wave?
Maybe right back at ya. 505. Is it hot knock over here?
You sound a lot better. You're getting out now really good. I got the noise level like you got too, though.
All right, and UDX-43 Mudbucket is in Dorchester County, South Carolina, listening on YouTube. Well, good evening to you, sir. Welcome to Maine Sidebanders. And once we get through roll call, we'll open up here. We got anyone else shit, where was I? I had a brain fart. I think I'm in Lincoln County. Anyone else in Lincoln County before I move on? I think we already got Sagahawk when we got Clearwater, but we'll do a call for Sagahawk County.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I got almost like 6.5, 7 pounds of noise over here tonight.
Okay, no one else. How about Kennebec County? Let's do Kennebec County.
We'll be in South Gardner.
420 out of Kennebec County.
Okay, I got 2 stations, so I'm going to grab Sparkplug out there in South Gardner. Hold on 1 second. Sparkplug, come back one more time there. I'll give you a reading.
Hey, good morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, when you lean into it there, you're giving me an S6 there, Sparkplug. Good evening to you. Thank you. And there was another station I did not recognize that was a little bit under you. So go ahead, other station. That other station there for Kennebec County.
Got 420 out of Vassalboro.
420 out of Vassalboro. Can't say that. Are you new to Maine Sidebanders or been off the air for a bit? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, get the down 4 out on here, 1 out. Yes, sir. That's the dog.
Okay, a little, I don't know if you, it almost sounds, are you running an amp or something? It almost sounds like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more audio or maybe talking to the mic a little closer. You kind of sound a little funky on that last one. Maybe try that again. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult copy. Not sure what's going on there, but it's hard to hear what you're saying. When you first came in there, I heard you okay, but your audio's trailing right off.
Yeah, get some dog bites. Maybe if I talk a little louder into it.
Yeah, when you get right into it, that seems to make a difference there, sir. When you get right into it, about the only thing I could say is, yeah, I don't know. So anyways, I didn't quite hear what you said before. Are you new to Maine Sidebanders?
Yeah, I used to talk a lot when I was a youngster and just recently getting back into it, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, feel free to stick around. We're going to wrap up roll call here shortly. If there's any stations you want to talk to, you got any questions, we're pretty informal on here. The only formal part we really do is the roll call.
Okay, cool. Well, let's meet you all. I'll be outside listening.
All right, 420, and I got you S5 coming in from Vassalboro. But yeah, like I said, you may want to have a look at that mic. When you get into it, I can understand you, but there's some room for improvement on that, but I can at least understand you. I guess real quick, what are you running for a radio and an antenna?
The radio's the Ranger RC99N1. Just off mic that came with it. The antenna's the Antron 99, so completely up. I got a cheap one of the top mic that strapped out on me, so back to this stock mic.
Okay, copy that. Well, like I said, stick around. Maybe a few guys will want to do some radio checks with you or whatever. But like I said, I go by Radio Man here, and I'm in New Gloucester. So I'm sure there's some stations out there that are copying you being over in Vassalboro. So anyways, welcome to Maine Sidebanders, and glad to have you. All right. Is there anyone else in Kennebec County? Anyone else in Kennebec County? No one else, so real quick, Jumpin' Jack 828 is listening in Raleigh, Massachusetts. Occasionally when we have conditions, we talk to Jumpin' Jack. A little far for us on ground wave, but sometimes when the conditions are just right, we do it. And we also got 525 in Pensacola, Florida, Cracker Jack, not to be confused with Jumpin' Jack. So we got Jumpin' Jack on YouTube, and we got Cracker Jack on Facebook. Good evening, guys. What about Androscoggin County? We're down to 2 more counties here before we do any stragglers. What about Androscoggin County? All right. How about Cumberland County?
323, Raymond.
All right. 323 in Raymond. Second week in a row. How you doing there, sir?
Well, we're just hanging in there and hanging out. That's about all.
All right. Well, you faring all right with what? By the way, I got you at an S8. Everything going okay up there on the hill?
We're considered one of those high elevations, and we...
Uh, 323, you jumped up to channel 2038, so you made that entire transmission on channel 38, so hopefully you find me and come back down here, but no one heard you because you must have bumped the up button on your microphone or something. You responded to me on channel 38.
Oh, man, I hate it when that happens.
I know, right?
Mean to lose you there, radio man. Somehow I switched channel. I guess I must have hit the wrong button on the mic.
Yeah, I saw you were transmitting up on 38. Go ahead again. I was just wanting to know how things were going up there on the hill.
Oh, it's going okay. Like everybody else, they had the cold, but we seem to get more snow up here than down below. It's been that way for 23 years we've been here, so I'm getting kind of tired of it. Don't like winters so much anymore as like I used to 20 years ago.
Yeah, I seem to hear that a lot. So, all right. Well, like I said, I hope you're feeling better, and glad to have you back again there, 323. And hopefully your grandson's doing well, and if he ever decides to get back on again. But anyways, anyone else in Cumberland County?
384, Sebago.
All right, 384 at Sebago. We got you in an S7. How you doing this evening?
Good radio man, and I liked the video you had on, I can't remember what it was, but set up in your truck. Looks real good.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it's almost done. I still got to run the power feed and get the amp hooked up, and I got a dash camera too. I got to hook up, but I'm kind of waiting, and I'm just gonna do it all at once. So I'm not pulling body trim panels apart more than I need to. So I got it all planned out. When I run the power feed and hook the amp up, I'm gonna run all the wires for the dash. I got a dash camera that does the front and rear. Excuse me. But yeah, thank you. I've been kind of having fun with that, and playing around with the 3D printer and trying to make things for it. So, anyways, who else we got in Cumberland County?
Hey, Tasman over here in Pownell.
All right, well, Taz is so dang close at 30 over. I only heard Taz. So, who was the other station?
Oh, we got Maniac over here.
Oh, Maniac. So, Maniac, were you out picking up dinner? What's going on?
Yeah, I went out to get supper.
You got to tell her, we all like talking about food. What'd you get for dinner?
Oh, I was feeling a little under the weather this morning, so I just went to Hannaford and got a salad.
Holy smokes! A salad? I think Screwdriver just fainted.
Yeah, I wanted a big fucking salad.
Okay, that heart attack.
I haven't done it in a while, but I used to work next to I guess I don't work that far from a grocery store, but they don't have the salad. No, actually, they do have a salad bar. I'd go to the salad bar, and I'd load that thing up with, like, hard-boiled eggs and bacon bits, and it wasn't a very healthy salad, but boy, was it good.
Well, that's 3 pieces of lettuce on the bottom, just so you can call it a salad.
Go ahead, Maniac.
That's kind of what I was aiming for, but that wasn't what I got.
I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, I used to work near Shaw's, and they had like a lunchtime salad bar special, and it was like, I had like 4 hard-boiled eggs cut up on it, the bacon bits, and then you could get like little pieces of like fried buffalo chicken bites. It was like, is this even a salad at this point?
I hear you. Yeah, I got a little $6.99 salad that's, I don't know, it'll suffice. It'll do the trick, but it isn't quite what I wanted.
Copy that. Yeah, I know. There's a lot. I know at work we got a lot of people. Like I said, my turn in the barrel was a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, I was there. I know what you're talking about. So, all right, Maniac. Well, glad to hear you on the radio. Like I said, we got you in S9. Again, I guess I'm saying this to a lot of people this week. Hope you feel better soon. We got anyone else in Cumberland County?
Triple Cross.
B295 in Sopo, hello.
All right, so I got 295 in South Portland. We got you in S5, sir. And then I also got Triple Cross over there in Brunswick. Come again, Triple Cross, so I can read the S meter.
Yeah, how about it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, we're seeing an S5 on the Striker. So that brings us up to number 16 with 295 and Triple Cross. We got anyone else in Cumberland County?
You forgot what county you were in. How the hell am I supposed to remember?
That Screwdriver at 60 over. Anyone else in Cumberland County before I move on? All right. 207, who's from Minot, he's listening in from work. And also, we have Colorado 2 World Radio 863, who's saying hello to everyone on Maine Sidebanders. We got Joey Cheesecake 983 from Hampton Beach checking in on Facebook, waving to all the Maine Sidebanders. Hello, Joey Cheesecake. Thanks for saying hi. Did I get everybody? Oh, and Wrenchman said that he had a big taco salad. So there you go, taco salad for supper. We have any stragglers? Is there any stragglers who would like to get in on Maine Sidebanders before we open it up?
New Hampshire 4102.
Okay, we got 2 stations there. We got KC, and I think I heard Floyd. Did I hear Floyd? Oh, okay, am I getting confused because it's Floyd's brother? Did I hear Floyd? I apologize. If Floyd 029 is out there, I'm not hearing him. Has anyone got a copy on him?
Yeah, we heard you, Floyd. We weren't moving the needle, but we heard you, Floyd. 029 with that wet noodle.
Gotta send him some hymns or something.
Yeah, you need some little purple pills or something going on over there.
KC over there, Conway, if I remember correctly. How you doing this evening, Casey? In Conway, I believe.
You are correct. It is Conway. Yep, I'm doing good there. Just I'm sitting here listening, see what's going on.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping in there, Casey, to the Maine Sidebanders. We got any other stragglers that would like to? Bobcat is trying from Jefferson. He just sent a message on Facebook. Bobcat, if you're listening, I will clear the air, and I'll tell everyone here to listen for Bobcat. So, Bobcat, jump up and down and holler from Jefferson. See if someone's got a grip on you. Oh, we copied direct, Bobcat. No 10-5 needed. We got you in S3. Bobcat and Jefferson, how you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. I'm only getting a warning out of you, but yeah, I think I can actually understand what you're saying.
All right, well, I guess real quick, who out there's got a copy on Bobcat? Give him some reports here.
He's making it over to Brunswick.
Taking it over to Thompson.
Got him in Sebago.
Making a trip to Vasboro.
I hear him scratching in my receiver, but I can't quite pull him out.
There you go, Bobcat. You got several reports there. I don't know if you heard KC in Conway, but he said he's got you scratchy. He can't quite pull you out, but a little bit of a copy on you in Conway, New Hampshire. Hopefully you heard some of those guys coming back to you there, Bobcat.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to lose your radio, man. This is not right up here.
starting to get a little scratchy in there that time, Bobcat, but what are you running up there? You're giving a pretty damn good signal down here. M4, it's definitely working. Hey, Michael started to get a little bit scratchy them last couple of key-ups, or some noise in there, but yeah, it's definitely working. Down here next to radio, man, but yeah, you're hammering. It sounded like there was a lot of people that could hear you. Oh, that's what we like to hear, giving the antenna a little bit more. You know, as the skip starts to fade away, people are going to start realizing they're going to have to be jacking these antennas up a little bit more to reach a little bit further. That's funny. I got an antenna here that's just zip tied to a satellite dish mount. It's been up for years now. I love it. Confer on the good old-fashioned dipole. I love it. Love it. All right, Bobcat. We'll let some other people jump in there, but definitely good hearing you, man.
Yeah, he's been over to Brunswick, too. Very clear. You can talk to him.
Well, there you go. All right. That's great. We got Bobcat in there. We got any other stragglers? Any other stragglers before I move on for Maine Sidebanders?
Yeah, Radio Man. We got Thunder in Maine.
Okay, I heard Thunder in Maine, Maine. I apologize. I don't believe I have you down here, Thunder. You got a neighbor up there who's 207. He's at work, so 207 is not on the radio tonight. But are you new to Maine Sidebanders? Tell us a little about your station, if you're new or you're coming back, or what's going on.
Yeah, relatively new. I've been just listening and paying attention. First time checking in.
Well, welcome, Thunder and Mine It. We're glad to have you. I didn't think to look at the S meter, but I guess tell us what do you got for a radio and antenna over there?
It's just a PT-99.
Okay, PT-90. Oh. What's the radio?
President Washington.
Copy that. There's a few guys out here. I'm assuming the new President Washington, not the old base station, right? The new one. There's a few guys on here running that radio. Well, anyways, Thunder, I got a good copy on you. We meet every Thursday. There's people on the radio locally throughout the week on various channels. We do some local meetups. We did one recently at a Chinese restaurant over in Auburn. And we have a Facebook group. If you want to check that out, we're on Maine CB Facebook group. We also have a Facebook page for Maine Sidebanders. You're more than welcome to check that out. So we're just about done here. We're going to open it up. So if you want to stick around, there's anyone who want to do a radio check or you got any questions, stick around. We're just about done here with roll call, and then we just open it up to general chit-chat. We got any other stragglers for Maine Sidebanders? #21 in Carthage. We got you, sir, 221. All right, there you go. All right, well, again, any other stragglers who would like to get in on Maine Sidebanders? Anyone else? We're up to number 22. All right, I'm going to call it right there. It brings us up to 22 for Maine Sidebanders tonight. And so if anyone's out there that would like to do a radio check, have a question, or just bring up any old topic, feel free. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I've been doing some talking here and let some other people talk.
Good evening. How's Mr. BB doing tonight? Yeah, nice clear night, no sunspots, and no DX. Gotta love that.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, you gonna take that, Rick? That was a reach around, backhanded compliment, smack in the face. I don't know what it was, but that was kind of funny though. I like it. But who was that? Who just teed up? That is 420 in Vassalboro. What are you running for a radio, sir? Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing you a little bit, I guess. Something doesn't sound amazing. Do you have an amp or anything behind it? The audio, you're not even really off frequency as much, as you are kind of, I don't know, almost overdriven, weird sounding?
Yeah, 420 in Vassalboro. Screwdriver was wondering if you were running an amplifier connected to your radio or anything.
Yeah, I'm just trying out there, the mic there, the power mic, it didn't seem to work. That made it work.
Sounds like the voltage. What are you powering that thing on?
I don't know if I'm guessing you're not here at BB. He was wondering what how you're powering the radio, like what were you using for a power supply. And the other question was if you have an amplifier connected to the radio.
That on. Well, there's an amp on it now, but I don't know if that works. It's an RM Italy 300 HD.
Yeah, I mean, you could be overdriving the amp, I guess, but you didn't sound really a whole lot better with it off either. Is your mic gain turned all the way up? Are you talking directly into the mic?
Yeah, that's all I am.
All right, now I do have you just a tad low on frequency, so you said that was at 99, I don't know, what was it, an N1, or is it a version 1?
That's a brand new RTO.
I came down like about 100 hertz, and I actually was hearing them a lot better. I don't know how the clarifier works on that. I'm not sure does it have two clarifiers? I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just tell me, that's fine. But you have a clarifier on there. Is it fine and a coarse, or is it just one knob?
Yeah, it's just got the one.
Roger, yeah, that's what I would have thought. You got everybody else sounding pretty good, though, on your receive? Everybody sounds good?
Yeah, they sound fairly normal on this side.
And the 4.
We got another radio here. On the back, about 2 minutes. But this one is set up.
Yeah, I mean, it starts to sound okay, and then it wanders off. Like you said, it's almost like you're not driving the amp correctly, underdriving it, overdriving it, or just not enough audio into it. We've heard it before. Just all of us have gone through it, that's for sure. So, it just sounds like you're not keeping consistent audio going in through it. So, yell into that mic. I know I get yelled at all the time. If I turn my head, my mic gets cutting out, and people tell me I sound really bad. Wavy, man, greedy, groovy. Oh, wait, shit, never mind. Roger. Well, I appreciate that. Every once in a while, this old boat anchor works okay. Like I said, it's pretty good until I start turning my head, but not too bad for a Class C amplifier that you can't run on sideband, and it doesn't even have a sideband delay in it, and I've been running it like this for, 25 years. Yeah. Well, I guess it's just a nice, good night, and we'll take it.
Run with it.
Exactly. Yeah, I know Maniac, he's pretty close, but Maniac will tell me sometimes this thing actually gets a little too loud on sideband, and I'll look and I'm like, oh man, I should cut that back some, and then I'm like, oh man, it's driving the amp so good, and it's bittersweet, it's just hard. Roger. How you liking that Washington you're running up there? You thing always sounds real good. No doubt. Man, you ought to give your brother some advice and learn how to get out, man. If he got out as good as you. I know, right? That's just mean. We're all going to put a little jab in here and there because it's fun. I don't accept that. Frig that. Floyd he should be getting out just as good anyway. Where'd you go, Floyd? We didn't scare you away yet. He's out there trying to pull that wire up higher, I can tell.
Yeah, about that. Up in North Jay, he's in Farmington, the other side of the bridge there, so about 10, 15, somewhere in there.
Oh, for sure, and that's up there, That's definitely a trip getting up that way for sure. So I just like giving him shit.
on this one.
Yeah, a little better.
Yeah, this is an 80 tone, 55.
Are you running the same mic that you were running on the last one?
Yeah, it's the same mic.
Yeah, get rid of that microphone.
Yeah, I gotta pick up a new one, evidently.
Yeah. Try backing away from the microphone like Bob said.
Back right away.
Okay, don't do that. Get back on it.
Right there.
Get back on it.
Yeah, I will radio right on top of it.
Yeah, it's your microphone. Get a new microphone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the cartridge is probably damaged or something. That's what's going on. But you know what it sounds like, too. Yeah, I mean, it's working, but yeah, you definitely gotta find a different mic for that. If it's doing it on two radios, the same sound, yeah, I'm gonna go with the mic. It's all Chris's fault.
Well, I think he's very okay.
Right back at you, sir.
Roger, that guy in Knoxville, what did you just do right there? How did you hold the mic and how did you talk into it?
Yes, microphone. Dog is still a microphone. I can plug it in.
There you go, sounds better.
Yeah, I can force.
Yeah. Could be your voice. You gotta find the right microphone for your voice, you know what I mean? You got kind of a deep voice, so you're gonna want to get something amplified, man. You gotta hear that stuff, man.
Yeah, I've got a brand new E104 sitting here, but it hit the bed on me. Something loose in one of the wires or something.
Better than you have, so, you know what I mean? Take it for what it is.
Yeah, we'll have to search for another one. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, no problem. What's your number again?
That's 420 out of Vassaboro.
Ooh, 420. There you go. Yeah, it's working. It sounds great right there, man. Just keep working that right there. I mean, they shouldn't attack you too bad.
10-4. It's just temporary. Find the power mic that's halfway decent. You know, the D104 was good, but it only lasted a month.
Yeah, well, that sounds definitely a lot easier on the ear. This one right here, so. Yeah, you're going in the right direction there, buddy.
10-4. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, you got 221 over here in Carthage, by the way.
Okay, for 21 start. Yeah, we're over here in Vassaboro.
Yeah, looking right out the window actually there. Really good over in Vassaboro.
For some reason, I'm getting quite a bit of static, but you're coming over at about 6 pounds.
Good thank you, uh-oh. You get that much static? Let me know with everybody getting static, man. I got zero static over there, and I always do. I hear like 5, 6 different stations, always talking about 3, 4 extra worth of static, man. I don't get any of that over there.
Yeah, my problem is that my antenna is too damn close to some high-power wires. So as soon as we get a thaw, I'm going to move it a couple 100 feet away.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta move them around and see how they're gonna act, you know, in other words.
Now, the LE dome seems to pick up way less on sideband. On AM, it's just crazy. The Ranger picks up all kinds on sideband and less on AM. So I don't know. This any tone seems to work better than the Ranger.
You just said back, drool on yourself or what?
No, just seeing who I can and can't hear.
Roger that. You're sounding
Fine job. Fine job. I'm barefoot though.
Yeah, I know you are. I can tell. I know what your signal does over there. You hear that guy in basketball picture?
Barely. Just scratching the needle. I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with him, but yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, you won't run as 40 watts or so.
I don't want to bet he probably can't hear this radio running on 4 watts.
No, I'm sure he can hear you. Well, no, he did say he was going to force you with the noise, so probably not. He might have 0 noise, but I hear you. He gave me a 1. Maybe a 2.
How's that? Any better?
Holy shit, you jumped right up to a 6. You gave me more than Bob does. What the? You gave me 3 dBs more than Bob.
Yeah, I can hear him over here now.
See, he can hear you on basketball now.
Freaking fix it.
I don't like low power and my battery's gone to shit.
He's a sandbagger. See how he is?
Keeping up with all those big stations. What's up with that?
Alright, I'll go back to being the little guy.
Can I get a question? Has anybody heard 500 or what?
Team is down. He's waiting for warmer weather to bring it down to rooftop level to fix it.
500?
What?
Okay, well, I read that somebody had a cardiac arrest at Little Joe's the other day. I was making sure it wasn't him.
It was last night.
Yeah, somebody had a cardiac arrest and died at Little Joe's, so I know he hangs out there, so just wondering.
Oh man, ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah, I know, right? He's the first one I thought of because he's been going there for decades. I'm like, I haven't heard him, so Jesus. I don't hear him anyways because I'm backside with him, so I might hear him a little bit, but there's certain people I don't hear up here, you know, it's in the background. I mean, I won't say names of people. I usually get safety all the time, but I'm just guessing. I used to hear them, but I think somebody might have put their hand back or something. That's just a guess. Is he even on the radio still? Like, how long has it been since I heard him?
Yeah, I haven't heard him in, month or 2 maybe. It's been a while.
Did he get a good fucking buy some macaroni and cheese or something?
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to bow out of here. It was early. Okay. Take care, everybody.
Alright, boy, Tony, yeah, you might just hold back a little like when you first queued up, so. You know, I'm gonna try to lean the finals. Finals like funny like that when they start going. What's the name? Did you switch back to the other radio in between, or you on that same one?
Now we're back on the Ranger.
Yeah, you were on a different radio just a minute ago, though.
Yeah, I was. I was on an any tone.
Yeah, well, that other one sounded way better. I think I told you that. I don't know.
Yeah, ain't that something? Don't that figure, huh? All right, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, Roger.
Just fucking all kinds of shit going on. You know how it is. There's always something. I flipped to the beam. I was like, you son of a bitch. Friggin' fix it.
Just an old-fashioned 5/8 ground plane, and like I said, this boomer I got doesn't really like low power, so I gotta keep it down so that it don't go down. Yeah, we're all about 25 miles apart down here.
I know Fix It always hammers me here. He gives me more than most people in town do. The crazy part is I picture in my head, or I even look up on the map, and I'm like, all right, I know where people are and what direction they are, but I really don't. Like, I don't have a clue. When I actually go and look, I'm like, fuck, I was way off. Oh, try it one more time. I wasn't actually looking. I'm between a 6 and a 7 with no preamp on, so yeah, it's definitely working. Oh, some more mushroom coffee. And 4. Well, it's definitely working. You've had issues with it, you mean? Yeah, that's the hard part. I always think, I'm like, man, next amp I get, you know, I think I almost want to order, maybe not a whole spare set, but at least a couple spares, just so if it happens, I at least got 1 or 2 buffers. You know, I don't know. I wonder if they're regular 2879s, whatever, the 16 DO9s or DO8s or whatever the hell they were. I wonder if they're still just running those or if they've had newer ships of those, because those were pretty damn compatible with Toshibas. I've actually seen some crackhead shit. I've actually seen somebody put one Toshiba and one HG in the same two-bill section, and it worked. I wouldn't say it worked well, but it worked. It didn't blow up, and that kind of amazed me. So they were pretty close and swapping. So I'm like, man, I don't know if they've changed any of them past that, but those seemed like they were pretty stout. So I'm sure they probably change them, fuck people or fuck with people. Never go wrong with a couple of 500s. You know, they work well. They're still made brand new, readily available. I know they just actually made an upgraded version of it, but they had it years ago too. But they're pretty impressive for what they are. So you know, it's nice that there's still a full supply and people who are still making them right now. So you know, there's still going to be some around for many years. If you run them within spec and you don't beat them, they'll last. They're going to outlast me, that's for sure. But it depends on how hard you want to push them. But those two should definitely take some abuse. They're definitely rugged amps before. It's rugged too, but you know the Ameritrons are rugged. And I don't know, most anything I know with a 500 in it is rugged. You know, I had a couple of Drake L4Ps when I was younger, and you know those weren't great. They had dual 500s in them, and they're separate power supply, and anything I've ever had with 500s worked really well. Yeah, we all have those amps or radio equipment or whatever. We got rid of them like, I wish. Gotta love those deals. probably sitting in somebody's closet, not even get used.
I sold it in the original box after I beat the shit out of it. And they only loaned it for this way. So yeah, that don't speak to the community inside of me either. I don't know what would. So now I got two of them there. I'm pretty sure that would probably do it.
I don't use it often. Still on the Omni 95% of the time. You know, it's pretty rare that I'll turn this thing or do anything with it. Yeah, this one's a Moonraker 6. This one came from, this is the one that me and Firebird pulled down, the one across from the golf course, across from Prospect. Yeah, the other 6 I got was on the tower that was out on 136, but that one folded in a U-shape during the ice storm, and me and Tank and a few people took it down there. That one was just parts after it was done, but yeah, this one, when we took it down over there by the golf course, the only thing I did was snip all the fiberglass wires, retainers, whatever, because they were big trash, and I didn't even measure anything back out. When I put it up this winter, I put it up when I was laid off. I just fucking shoved the elements back in. I had them taped up in groups, and I just shoved them back in the prospective places, and off it went. Yeah, one of those two, whatever the hell that one is right there. It's funny because the guy that, well, I don't know if he lives it anymore, but I had a guy, I was working on his motorcycle, and he had done some work to it over the years, and then he calls me up, he's like, it's broke down, can you come pick it up? And he was living in that house. And I wasn't the same guy when the antenna was there, so I happened to ask him, like, did you, how long you lived here, you know? I'm like, I pulled this antenna down. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, see that pipe? Because the pipe that was there is behind the bush, but we took a sawzall to it. He's like, I was always wondering what that was. It still looks phenomenal. You know, everything is straight as can be. I mean, for the most part, there might be some bows in a couple of the elements, but that's from shit I've done. And I've toted it around now to 2 different places, and you know, but I mean, that thing up in the air, and it's not super high. It's whatever, 55 feet to the boom, 60 feet, something like that. And I'll tell you, every time I pull in, I fucking love the looks of that thing. You know, it just looks so good. Exactly. Hell, I don't even know if he sold these things since, like, I don't know, 74. I mean, it was bought and put up, and I don't remember. When I remember the guy I got it from said, I want to say he put it up in the early 70s. And supposedly the guy down there, he knew the guy that had lived on Riverside Drive, and they both put him up, and they do remember talking to some of the guys at the end of their era and the era that we're in. But yeah, it was, I got some good stories when I was taking it down, for sure. that webbing of the fiberglass rods through the elements. I mean, I don't have fiberglass rods through them anymore. I got rope, but you know, I mean, it still has that same look to it, you know, and it's just, yeah, there's just something about it. You know, you look at it, you're like, man, that definitely screams 70s, and I fucking love it. We got a pipeline tonight. I heard him on my way home a little bit, and when I was out by Sebago Lake car, but wondering what the hell he is. Oh man, the McShake and or McFlurry, I forget what the fuck they call it. Oh, the Shamrock Shake, that's what it is. And I don't know, I thought I heard somebody say the McRib is back, so man, that sounds like a good time right there. Oh yeah.
in the parking lot if you don't make it to your vehicle and get the hell in line. So, yeah, hell yeah. Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let them stay out for a couple hours. Because you don't want to sit there and do that shit, man. That's a mess.
Yeah, I get ugly when I have to sit in traffic.
I'm just sitting in the car, smoke like a joint.
Get ready for the ride home. Thank God, I think 0294 is going with us too, I think. He wants me to get some pictures, so obviously, yeah.
You gotta get on them one. Yeah, cool. Have a good show. Anyways.
Yeah, I thought they went on sale tomorrow, but maybe they went on sale the day. I'm not sure. I have to wait and check that shit out. Hey, what? Oh, I don't know. It's pretty quiet, actually. Just dropped down on almost 7 pounds of noise right down to 4. Folks.
Yeah, keep talking, man.
Yeah, my neighbor's got a drone. I like to ground it every time I see him fly. Have a wonderful evening.
Hello?
Swiper checking in from Auburn.
Oh, hey, Sniper, how is you doing? What is going on?
Not much. There at family night there. Went pretty long, and I kind of forgot about nightmare night.
Roger.
And salt and vinegar wings and mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese. And yeah, we all enjoyed a good night.
Oh, that's one wing that I always forget to get when I'm at, like, D-Dubs or something. I don't know if it's because it's a dry rub, but I really like them, but I never think about it.
I mean, I've been doing wings here for quite a while, and salt and vinegar wings are the biggest hit. Everybody wants them. They take them home. When any leftovers, they disappear.
I always have a hard time, because, like, if I go out for wings, I gotta at least get some traditional wing. I'm not gonna say, I mean, yeah, I'll get, like, habanero or something every once in a while, but I usually gotta get traditional, which, you know, my wife says is too much for her even, but I always love a good traditional wing, but, you know, there's been some, like, the other one I like is, okay, what is it, the garlic parmesan or whatever, but, you know, I always forget, like, to get wings that aren't hot, you know. I love, I know some people, well, I know most people probably agree, but I love the wings that are at Chinese food places. It's just, nothing on it, it's just a good wing.
Yeah, the garlic ones, that's the garlic parmesan, that's the other one that was acceptable. But, I mean, it was like unanimous that the